Can you stop kicking me, please? Ma'am? It hurts. It's been a while since my last pregnancy update. I was about maybe either 17 or 18 weeks, and today marks week 26. What's today, Monday? Point one. A lot has happened since week 18. In today's video, I will just be telling you kind of what I've been experiencing up until the point of week 26. So in all honesty, I felt movement since like maybe week 13. It felt like little bubbles in my stomach. For a while I thought it was gas, and typically if you feel that, you can't really tell the difference because your stomach does bubble when you do have gas. But it was at certain times where I would always feel it, and it would be like around like 9 o'clock I'd feel the bubbling, and I think that was baby just kind of developing and moving and stuff. And since then, I think this little one's been trying to break free. The more the days go by, the more I am feeling it, and the more they're not nice. Not nice with the kicks. Typically from like week 18 to like 22-ish, that's when you go in for, I would say, your final ultrasound, hopefully. But that's when you go in and they take a really good look at baby and their spine development, how their bones are forming, and the overall health, and that's usually when you can tell the gender. I was considering doing like a whole kind of gender reveal video, but then I thought about it and I was like, that's too much, it's too extra. Some people are like, they're really excited and they go above and beyond, but like me personally, it is what it is, it's whatever. We didn't feel like really doing that big surprise, so I was like, you know, just tell me what the baby is. And so we are having a girl. I was lucky to even find that out, because seeing how this child is developing with personality traits from myself and my husband, they are super stubborn, and she's just was being naughty the whole time and being really difficult for the doctor or whoever, the technician doing the ultrasound, to like really get what they needed to get. It took a while for us to even find out whether it was a boy or girl, because this one decided to basically face their back and their butt the whole time at the camera, so like we couldn't really see what we needed to see, and by luck she opened her legs and we were like, it's a girl. And so we figured that out, and she was just being really difficult the whole time, laying on her face when they needed to see like the brain, and rolling on her arms or something if they needed to measure out the length of, you know, growth. We're a bit naughty. I see this has been a pattern every time I go to my midwives for a checkup and all of that, like really difficult. That'll be fun to finally get to meet her. Pretty much after that, it's kind of smooth sailing. You don't really do much of anything, nothing like major like happened, and so far everything went well. But we'll get into the obnoxious, not so fun things that happen. Since my placenta is kind of placed in the back, baby is sitting mostly on all of my organs, and definitely likes to karate kick the bladder. Like, it's like direct. She has a vendetta against it. And so I am taking obnoxious trips to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, like my bladder's like this size in the first place. But the problem is, I think because either she's hitting it or sitting on it or putting pressure or something on my bladder, it feels like I'm about to pee myself. And when I go to the bathroom, it's nothing. So it's just that sensation of really needing to go, and only like this much pee comes out. So like even right now, this one's kicking me and it hurts. I think we're kicking things that should not be hit, and sometimes it's really painful because I don't know what she's hitting in there, but you're not supposed to hit whatever that is. I don't know if this plays a part in it. It might, I'm sure, maybe, probably, but I get a lot of Charlie horses, especially in my, what leg is this? My left leg. like my calf and also my foot. I literally wouldn't do anything at all and it would just start cramping and hurt really bad, especially like when I'm laying down. If I'll stretch like a little bit or point my toe a little too hard, it's just all over for my foot. And it's like right when I'm like either getting ready to like really sleep, or if I wake up a little bit, it just like cramps and then it's like super painful. It could be just because there's not enough blood circulation going on in my leg. Maybe I'm not really exercising other than like the typical walking around, doing house things, moving house things and stuff like that. But I never actually started an intentional workout. Maybe if I start doing that, it'll be a little bit easier, but yeah, I'm not about that life right now. My energy is still kind of, it's up and down. It's a lot better than my first trimester, but yeah, I just don't feel like it. Back pain is another thing, and I feel like because my stomach now is at that point where it's gonna start pulling on skin and really stretching, I feel like all of the weight is being like pulled and it's like destroying my lower back. Like even sitting up right now, it hurts. And so I won't talk you guys to death because I'm probably gonna like lay down right after this or try and do something, but it is a lot of weight forward. It doesn't feel so great. So many massages will definitely be recommended. And speaking of pulling, it's just because I'm at that point where there's nothing left and now it's just like skin pulling, I don't even know how I'm gonna last like 4 more months of this. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Have you ever eaten a lot of food to the point where your stomach is just like super stressed out and it starts hurting? Anytime I eat in general, now it feels like I'm overeating to the point where my stomach's gonna like pop. And that's just because it's crowded in there. I'm definitely not overeating. I'm right on track with weight, but it hurts and it's not comfortable. One of my issues is I'm still used to doing like normal things, and I just have to start getting used to not doing them and like remember that there's a baby in here and it will affect the way I bend and the way I move. Now I'm starting to get to that point where I do have to bend my knees and bend down like a plie to pick up things, and I always forget and I bend down forward and it hurts a lot. It's really uncomfortable. I can't get up like I used to out of the bed, so I would either like roll or like have my husband like hold up his arm so I can pull myself up, because I can't really use my abs to lift myself up because that too hurts. And so it's just, I have to be mindful and kind of remember that I'm gonna have to change it. The issue I have with that is just like, I don't know if I'm more clumsy now than ever, but like literally everything drops and it's just like I feel so defeated because I know it's going to be a challenge to pick it up. If I'm at the grocery store and something like falls, every once in a while someone will help. Other than that, I would just, it's dead to me. Or I would just have a long process to pick it up. I'm trying to think of anything noteworthy to add. I did just have another appointment a couple days ago, and now we're starting to get into the talk of like pediatrician, what you're going to do post delivery. I know the next trip at 28 weeks I'm going to have to go in and do a lot of the blood work tests and do the glucose test to see, and hopefully I'm not that I won't have gestational diabetes from sugar, but I've been pretty good. Not by choice, but I've been pretty good with the level of junk food and sugar and sweets and stuff that I have. Hopefully it'll come out good and I don't have to worry about that, because I'm going to be really sad if I have to give up sugar completely. So hopefully I don't know how to do that. Yeah, that's about it. This is pretty much what my stomach looks at 26 weeks. The annoying thing that I'm experiencing, because I have not really gone out and saw anybody, when I do, it's like, where's your belly? You're so small. Like, how far along are you? And I'm like, you know, I tell them, like, you don't look pregnant. Yeah, usually from the back, you can't really tell, and even sometimes, depending on what I'm wearing, from the front, you can't really see, but like, you know, if I really show it on the side, then you'll see. But everyone's telling me that I'm carrying well, so I guess I don't know. I don't really mingle with a lot of pregnant people, so I don't know the difference of, you know, how people are carrying and how they're not. But everybody's pregnancy is much different than, you know, the others, and even within your own pregnancies, your first one could be completely different than your 10th. I don't know who has 10 children all at once, but I know some people do. Anyways, that's pretty much it. It's not really too eventful. It was just exciting to find out the gender. Everyone is excited, so I'm just counting down the days. Anyways, have a wonderful night, morning, evening, or afternoon whenever you're watching, and I will see you lovelies next time. Bye.